You know, just walking down the corridor, we had a short meeting with our players, and they have so much excitement about the Beanpot in our locker room. It's something that we strive for, and when you accomplish something you strive for, it's a real proud moment. So our players were acknowledge that fact that, you know, I think a quality we have is that you're happy for other people's success. It's a hard quality to have, but our team is like that. And you know, our seniors are talking about, hey, it's great to win 4 straight during their class there, but the 5th one here, I guess 5 straight, but they've won all 4. But it's better to always look at the freshmen and see them win it for the first time. So I think that quality is a great team skill to have. Be happy for someone else's success. And we had you know, Chris Callan and a whole bunch of the freshmen, Thatcher included. You know, it just is so important for us to see them get excited on a Beanpot night like this. I thought the game was a real good reflection of Hockey East. You know, a lot of real good clubs in our league. There's not much difference. Tonight, Northeastern ourselves, it was, you know, back and forth. Every puck possession seemed to be important. Got into the second period at 1-1. I thought Clay and Thatcher played extremely well on both ends. The players on both teams made good plays, created a lot of good offensive chances, and the goalies just stymied everyone. The winning goal, you know, came late in the third period. Our captain, Patrick Brown, you know, got his deflected a puck from the point from Isaac McLeod, and that's a skill he works at during practice, and it's something that he's very, very good at. But still, in the heat of the moment, late in the game, to reach out, you know, and redirect the puck past a goaltender, it's a pretty special play. I'll remember that for a long time.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions for Patrick and Thatcher. Brian.
Brian O'Connor, ESPN Boston. Thatcher, I caught Patrick at the end of the game saying that he sees you making great saves all the time in practice. But Northeastern was really pressuring. I mean, there's a lot of contact. You got bumped a few times. Can you just talk about the intensity of this game?
Yeah, the pace of the game was, you know, up all game. It was really fun to be a part of. Each possession was just huge for each team. You know, you never knew what was going to happen. You know, guys going up and down the ice, odd man rushes here and there. So it was a really fast-paced game, and it was a really fun game to be, you know, part of.
You okay?
Yeah.
Jim.
Jim Conley from U.S. College Hockey Online. If both of you players could comment on the second period, it seemed like Northeastern was swarming. They put a lot of pressure for some turnovers, but every time they did, or most of the times, you guys had that defensive structure where you blocked the shot, got a stick on somebody. Can you just talk about that a little?
Yeah, the second period, there were a couple turnovers at both blue lines, but I thought that our defensive recoveries were great. Anytime we needed to, we had guys blocking shots, sacrificing, and we had guys coming back through the middle and picking up sticks. So, you know, they had that one goal in the second against, and, you know, it was a good play. They got a rebound there, and after that, I think we kind of regrouped, and, you know, we weren't worried, we didn't panic, and we just, you know, stuck to the game plan.
Yeah, I mean, our coaches are always on us, stick on puck, quick and physical, blocking shots. So we do what we can to keep pucks from getting in the net, and Thatcher does a great job when we get there.
Scott.
Scott McLaughlin, WEEI.com. Patrick, you guys have won this tournament every year you've been here, but it hasn't always come easy. A lot of these have gone down to the wire. Just what is it about your team, what is it about this group that allows you guys to come through in those situations?
I think it's just, you know, we compete to the very end. You win it once as a freshman and you come in here and you learn the culture. It's, you know, we want to win trophies. That's what everyone wants to do, and you really can't get enough of it. It's a great feeling. But the most important thing is our freshmen got their first one. You know, it's great to see them lift that trophy.
Patrick Ken Powtek, AP. Goals come in many different ways. You ever scored one like that before?
Probably not as big as that, no. A few tips, but nothing like that.
Evan Spore, SB Nation. Patrick, could you just take us through that goal? Because it seemed like you were positioning yourself for a deflection, and you get taken down, and then you somehow just get your stick on the puck from the seat of your pants.
Yeah, Isaac McLeod works really hard every day shooting for sticks. he's got a great shot pass, and you know, I was just trying to find a spot in the slot where he could hit my stick, and I was getting mauled a little bit, and I fell down and just was able to get a stick on it because he made a great tape pass.
So Nancy and then Andy.
Nancy Marapees, Boston Globe. Patrick, when you're practicing that on a regular basis, are you having your teammates haul you down, or are you, I mean, like, explain to me how you practice something like that.
You just gotta focus. Yeah, just gotta keep your eye on the puck. But we got some big, mean D, so they do a pretty good job training you for that in practice.
Andy.
Andy Merritt from the New England Hockey Journal. Patrick, something that you started to talk about that this team competes, you know, the whole game, and we all talk about how talented this team is and how many goals get scored in the top line and Johnny's year and all that. But do you think this team gets enough credit for how hard you guys actually work on the ice, sticks on pucks, that kind of thing?
I'm not sure how much credit you guys give us or not. We just we hold ourselves accountable. We want everyone working hard every day in practice. No one taking days off, no one hiding. So we got talented guys, but they got to work hard too. And the guys with less talent just got to work harder.
We'll take 2 more questions out there, Alex.
Alex Faust, U.S. College Hockey Online. Thatcher, this is a team that's thrived in pressure-packed games the last few years. You're new to this team. What have others in this team, Patrick and others, imparted to you of how to play in a pressure-packed game like this?
Yeah, I think it's just huge coming into the locker room before the game and just having that, you know, calming presence in the locker room. You know, everyone's calm and ready to go. We're confident, and you know, coming in there with your teammates, Brownie and the other seniors do a great job of just making sure everyone's ready and not overthinking things, just going in and playing our game.
Take one last one right here, the student athletes.
All right, Patrick, Mike Petralia, WEEI.com. That kind of dovetails into my next question. With about 6 minutes to go in a 1-1 game, what is the sentiment on the ice? What is the feeling on the ice? And are you guys aware of what's at stake in terms of the streak?
You know, we're not thinking about the streak. It's not about winning 5 in a row. It's about winning 1. You know, we're trying to win that game. But the key is just not to change your game. You got to keep working hard. You got to keep getting to the net. Really, you just keep a third guy high and play smart hockey, and we got a good balance there.
Patrick and Thatcher, thanks for your time. You can head on back. Any questions for Coach York? Jimmy?
Jerry Jim Conley, USCHO. Similar to what I asked those guys, can you talk about how your team was able to recover defensively when they'd make mistakes in that second period? Because you feel like Northeastern had such a territorial edge, it still only had 8 shots.
You know, I think the games of hockey is about mistakes and how you recover from mistakes. You know, we never played perfect game. You know, that'd be keep the puck all the time, and they never touch it. But you know, Northeastern's a very, very good hockey team, and they're going to make good plays and turn pucks over, and then it's just got to be, you know, go back and get the puck. You know, we had it, they took it away from us. Now go back and get the puck. It's, you know, simple, and don't sulk about it.
Jeff Cox, SB Nation. Coach, you've talked in the past about all the intangibles that Patrick Brown has and kind of, you know, the big game ability. What is it about him that, you know, kind of has that just extra drive and, you know, the
You know, I think his dad won a couple Stanley Cups and, you know, played a lot of years in the NHL. I think sometimes that corresponds. You know, they grow up in that culture, and you know, he was a player that, you know, was kind of a lightly recruited player by us. You know, played maybe 10 games his freshman year, but he just had something about him. He kept working and getting stronger, and you know, most teams you see in the country, the very best players, their captain. Historically, that's the way it is. You know, Patrick has got such leadership skills that he didn't have to be our best player. He didn't have to be an All-American or Hoey Baker candidate to the team to recognize him. You know, we vote for our captains, and it was unanimous that he'd be our captain. So that kind of showed how well respected he is because of his work ethic and just being a terrific young guy.
Evan Spore, SB Nation. Coach, you've seen a lot of big Beanpot goals in your time here. Just from the degree of difficulty to the juncture the game had occurred, where does this goal that Patrick?
Well, right up the top, you know, when I want to see it again on film from the bench, you know, like Nancy was talking about. He's on his knees and back and reach back and redirect to the puck. So that's an amazing goal for us. But I'd like to see it in film. I think it's going to be a highlight reel. And
Kevin DuPont, Boston Globe. Jerry, you've made a few trips to that winner's circle now, and I'm wondering, at this stage of your career, I know coaches are always in the moment, but at this stage of your career, as you're going over there and you get the award from Steve Nazaro, anything sort of broader going through your head in terms of perspective, career?
yeah, just the fact it took us so long to win the Beanpot. You know, we had some heartbreaking losses with good teams in the late '90s, and finally broke through in 2001 and got one with Brian Gianto his senior year. But I was just thinking how hard it was to, you know, get the first one and how much that's helped us win some more. So I think winning begets winning, and but they were difficult. We had some tough losses here in the Beanpot, so it's kind of neat to see it go the other way.
Take one more question for Coach if it's out there. Okay. Congrats, Coach. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.